Hey everyone, this is Josh, and I'm back with another tour video of TypeLink. This video we're going to talk in more detail about the way TypeLink cross-linking and auto-linking works, and how you can use it for non-linear organization of your notes, and what exactly makes TypeLink the best solution for note-taking for any topic, much more effective than wikis or Word documents or paper notes. Specifically, I'm going to be walking through a series of notes that one could use in a college class. And certainly TypeLink is the best solution for college students to use for note-taking. But for anybody of any type of usage of TypeLink, this is the best video to watch, as it's going to just explain the basic concepts of how TypeLink works. So to begin, log into TypeLink, go to your home page, edit it, and type school. We're going to save it. I'm going to create a new page for school. I'm going to be using the keyboard shortcuts all the way through here. Check out the first video if any of the concepts of editing pages or making new links is unfamiliar. Creating a new school page, I'll leave it as private for now. So on this page, let's say I'm taking two classes and I want to take notes on them, European History and Calculus. So you can see here we're going to have one page per class. I'm going to go ahead and create the European History page. And now on this page, I'm going to go ahead and add some of the topics that we would be using here. Let's say we're going to be this class is going to talk through the Roman Empire, Middle Ages, and the Renaissance. Now, each of these is going to be a link to a new page. So you can see that instead of creating a hierarchical outline, instead we're organizing our notes into a series of pages. And you'll see the benefits of this as we come a little bit later. So let's go ahead and create a page for the Roman Empire. Let's add some notes here. And again, I need to apologize in advance to anybody who has more than a cursory familiarity with European history. I'm doing these notes exclusively based on trivial facts I picked up off of Wikipedia, and they're probably all incorrect. So I apologize in advance. Hopefully the concept of what we're going for will come through. So let's add some notes on the Roman Empire here that I could be taking while reading a book or attending a class. The Roman Empire conquered Europe, had Caesars, emperors, and one of the later emperors was Constantine. So if I was taking these notes in a class, I might decide that the first two are just simple facts that can just stand on their own, conquered Europe and had Caesars and emperors. But Constantine, as a significant figure, is going to stand out, and so I'm going to want to create a page on him. Again, think of your TypeLink series of notes like an encyclopedia. Each page has a certain topic, and the title corresponds to the topic. And so the Roman Empire is something we'd like to have a topic on, and of course Constantine is someone very important that we'd like to have an article on as well. So let's go ahead and create a page for him. And what we're going to say for him is that he was an emperor of Rome, considered by some to have established Byzantine Empire. Okay, and so now Byzantine Empire jumps out at us, and we might decide that we want to create a new topic for this. So I'm going to select Byzantine Empire. Actually, before I do that, let's say this. Let's say you were taking notes on the Byzantine Empire, and so you started writing about that. And then in your page you said, it was established by Constantine, evolved out of the Roman Empire, and continued through Middle Ages. So you put all this on a page, and then as you're going, the professor or the book is continuing to talk about the Byzantine Empire, and you're realizing, this is a significant topic. I really want a page just dedicated to the Byzantine Empire. So then what you can do, it's very easy to change your organization as you go. You just edit the page, select the information on the Byzantine Empire, cut it, and then create a new Byzantine Empire page. And on this page, we're going to paste in that information. We've now reorganized our notes with a page dedicated exclusively to the Byzantine Empire. Now something you'll see that just happened here is very remarkable. And it's very important to understand how TypeLink works. You can see that Constantine and the Roman Empire were linked. And all I had to do is just enter the text directly. This is because you don't actually have to do anything to link text within TypeLink. Anytime the name of a page is typed, it'll automatically become a link. So we have a page on Constantine, and so because you typed Constantine on this page, Constantine becomes a link. Because you typed Roman Empire, that becomes a link to the Roman Empire page. And so we can click on Roman Empire here to get to the Roman Empire page. So you see there's more than one way to navigate around your content here. We can click down on Constantine here to get back to Constantine. So you're navigating through your information not in a linear way, but in a web, in an interlinked way. And that's exactly the way that historical information in particular is stored. And this applies to a lot of other topics and areas where there's complex information. But world is not arranged hierarchically by and large. And so whatever it is that you want to take notes on, TypeLink's web of interlinked information can help you represent it very easily. So let's continue on here. For the Byzantine Empire, we see that we've typed Middle Ages, but we haven't actually gotten to that topic yet. We haven't made a page for it. So let's go ahead and make a page for the Middle Ages because we know that's going to be significant. And then when it comes up here, let's add some more information, which is going to end up cross-linking with our other content. Middle Ages began with the fall of the Roman Empire, and major powers included Byzantine Empire. And of course, this text now hyperlinks automatically to those existing pages that you have. So let's go back to our school page and our European history page. You'll notice again that now Middle Ages has been linked from this page, even though we didn't link it from here. We just created a page called Middle Ages, and now the text Middle Ages here links to it. And now you may have noticed as we were typing through here that it seemed like we were doing some retyping of information. On the Roman Empire page, we said a later empire is Constantine. And then on the Constantine page, we said he was an emperor of Rome. This seems like some retyping, but it's actually helpful because each page is standalone. You can't assume that you know how you're going to get to it. You might get to Constantine by going through the Roman Empire page, but you might get to it through a completely different mechanism. And so it's great to have each page written as though it's standalone, so that everything you need to know about Constantine is here on this one page. Because as you're going through tests or you're just coming across names in or topics in your everyday life, you're not always going to remember that Constantine was a Roman emperor. You may just come across his name, and so having all the information you need about Constantine on the Constantine page can be very helpful. Another reason that making these pages standalone can help is for review, and this is another place where TypeLink absolutely shines for school purposes. So you're in European history, and you've got your notes all laid out, and we won't complete Renaissance for the sake of this demo. And so let's say you wanted to review your information. You wanted to organize it in a different way to help kind of spur your memory and to kind of present it in more of the way that you might see it on a test. So what you can do is you can create a review section, a review page. Let's call it European History Review. Again, we won't just call it review because each page needs to have a distinct name, and you might actually have a separate review page for another class later. So we create our European History Review page, and now on this page, we're just going to write out some of the different categories of things we might talk about. So who are people we need to know about? Well, Constantine is one that we've written about here, and we haven't taken notes on anybody else yet. Things. We have the Roman Empire and the Byzantine Empire. Those are both things. And now time periods. We have the Roman Empire and the Middle Ages. Now we've saved this page, and you see that all this text, of course, as we've typed it in, has become links. And so you can automatically get to this information from here. And so this is great for study purposes. It's like flashcards, only better. So you can go to this page and just go through the list of topics on here. Okay, who is Constantine? What do I remember about Constantine? You can think about it, you can write it down, and then when you're ready and you want to check your work to see if you were correct, you can just click on Constantine and you see the information listed out here. You can see if you're right. It's a great way to organize your information for study purposes. One other bonus that I wanted to talk about that's just been added into TypeLink that's a great feature is aliases. So sometimes when it comes to topics like this, there can be more than one name for things, like the Roman Empire, for example, is also referred to as Rome. And so what you can do on the Roman Empire page, well, let me point something out first here. You'll notice on Constantine's page we say Emperor of Rome, but Rome isn't linked to anywhere because we don't have a Rome page, we have a Roman Empire page. But Rome and the Roman Empire, for the sake of TypeLink, are more or less the same thing. And so what we're going to do is create an alias for this page so that Roman Empire and Rome mean the same thing. To do that, we go into Settings, and then we see aliases here. Currently we have none. Click on the Add button. Now you type in the alias Rome and click Add, and now Rome is listed as an alias to the Roman Empire. Now when we close this and we go to Constantine's page, you can see that Rome is now a link. You can link to the Roman Empire page just by typing Rome. This is great for typing in last names and first names for people unlike Constantine who actually have a first name and a last name. You can just refer to them by their last name. You could have a John Calvin page and then just have Calvin as an alias to the page to make it easier to get to. This is also great for abbreviations or acronyms to make it easy for you to type in information however you've typed it and have it linked to the information you already have. And one more thing, just as a reminder, it can be great as long as it's allowed in your class if you would like to share notes with somebody. Say somebody was not present for the Middle Ages lecture, you can share the page to them. You can either share it to someone individually, or you can make the page publicly visible, and then anybody on the web can get to it. And as we've demoed before, you can use the publicly visible box to share the URL to Facebook, Twitter, or email it to any of your friends. And it's a great way to share notes. If you've taken notes, you can share them. Well, I hope that's a helpful review of some of, or first-time look at some of the ways that TypeLink can revolutionize the way you take notes. Jump in, experiment, take a look at the kind of information that you take notes in, and figure out as you go what's the best way to organize it. And TypeLink will be there to help you. Check out our other videos on typelink.net for more information and for more ideas on how to use this great tool. And sign up for free at typelink.net. Thanks.